India's top flight corporates are groaning under the weight of rising debt repayments. And that pain, of course, is getting reflected in the stock prices, some of which are trading near lifetime lows, especially for the infrastructure players, and also on valuations that have been squeezed beyond belief. Meanwhile, the smarter among the business groups are now hiving off their assets in order to cut down on the debt burden. Let's get in Darshan Mehta. He joins in from our research team with some exclusive details on one major transaction that may be in the offing. Darshan, what are your sources telling you?
See, Aman, what we hear from sources is that, the promoters of Essar Group have put Essar Oil on the block. At this point of time, the negotiations have started. They're looking at a valuation of almost $1.5 to $2 billion for the entire stake in Essar Oil at this point of time. And what they've done is that they have mandated Macquarie to go ahead with this entire transaction. Over the past 1 to 2 months, Macquarie has been in the US. They have done several roadshows in selling this stake. What the other part is that, at this point of time, they will sell stake only if the valuations are right for them. If they get the right valuation, they are also open to stake sale in the firm. The other part is that they're also looking at selling off Essar Shipping at this point of time, because Essar Shipping forms a strategic business partnership with Essar Oil. What we hear at this point of time is that India's largest private sector refiner has shown interest in buying out Essar Oil. There's also a US-based company which has shown interest in buying out both Essar Oil as well as Essar Shipping at this point of time. Now, the big concern for Essar at this point of time is the growing debt on the books. See, on a consolidated level, Essar has debt of over 90,000 crores on the books. Apart from it, if you're looking at a standalone just Essar Oil, that has debt of almost over 20,000 crores on its books, long-term, short-term, and Essar Shipping at this point of time has debt of almost 5,000 crores on the book. So clearly, this big interest cost is something that is a big concern for Essar Group at this point of time. 1 lakh, almost 90,000 crores of debt, and they want to hive off some assets in which, they're not doing extremely well.
So that gives the reason as to why they want to do it. Darshan, I saw that you've mentioned a couple of names. Are these the potential suitors?
See, it's at a preliminary stage, These are the suitors. What we hear from banking sources is that, a US-based company is interested in buying out both Essar Oil and Essar Shipping, but, for forming valuation may actually come out right. But the main reason, what is the fact that debt is a big issue for Essar at this point of time. Apart from it, crude at this point of time has actually cooled off, and, they aren't doing well. Thirdly is the fact that, a lot of competition has come off. Even in Asia, there are several refining capacities that have actually come off, and clearly competition is hitting them. And lastly, they have indicated even in the conference call that, they are looking at restructuring rupee debt into dollar debt. But, they've done almost $800 million, but it has been found that, the balance, they're finding it extremely difficult. So sources have indicated that this is one step that the group has decided to take.